Out. Now. This hotel does not cater to your kind.
Sota Kuroki had just arrived from a 14-hour flight. His suit was wrinkled, but his eyes were steady, and he held a maroon leather folder.
If you can't read the dress code, that's your own failure. We don't make exceptions.
His phone vibrated. A message from Mio. "Sota, where are you? I'm already at the restaurant. Is everything okay?"
I said, "Get out now. Or do I need to call security?"
He had endured far worse than this concierge's tantrum. He wouldn't waste words. "I have a reservation under Kuroki. Please check again."
Kuroki? Any tramp off the street can say a name. Unless you can prove it, you're wasting my time.
Without another word, Sota pulled out his phone. He scrolled to a single contact and dialed. The screen connected. One name lit up, Shimada-san. A door slammed open. General Manager Shimada rushed into the lobby, already bowing, sweat flying. Yuriko's painted lips parted. Her cocked hips straightened. The sneer died before she could speak.
"Young Master Kuroki, forgive this disgraceful welcome. We had no idea you were coming yourself tonight."
Kuroki? The family that bought the hotel last quarter? This can't be real.
This folder holds the deed, but official verification can wait. There is something I need more urgently.
He opened the maroon leather folder, revealing the gold-embossed seal. Shimada paled further.
"At once, sir. I'll prepare it immediately."
Yuriko remained frozen, her lips moving soundlessly. The gold name pin seemed to burn against her chest. Sota waited. The chandelier light caught his steady gaze. He didn't even glance at the concierge. And still, the elevator doors stayed closed, a quiet judgment hanging in the marble lobby. On the mezzanine, Mio Tanabe pressed against the railing, her anniversary dinner forgotten. Below, the bowing manager and the frozen concierge seemed like strangers in someone else's story.
Why is the general manager bowing to Sota? And why isn't he answering my texts? Nothing about this is right.
Her fingers tightened on the polished wood until her knuckles whitened. The burgundy dress she'd chosen so carefully now felt like a costume.
Years ago, I swore I'd never be deceived by wealth again. That diamond ring, that cold smile.
The Kuroki estate had always been a rumor in Tokyo's high society, a cold monument to old money, empty of warmth. And now Sota belonged to it.
I thought he was just a salaryman. I thought I knew him. But he hid this for 2 years.
She scrolled through her phone, a photo from their first ramen dinner, his laugh unguarded. Had any of it been real? Below, Sota's calm gaze never lifted to find her. Her messages remained delivered, not read.
I won't go down there. Not yet. First, I need to understand what I'm actually dealing with.
Her phone search returned the headline. Kuroki Holdings acquires Awo Crest Hotel. The heir she'd once sworn never to marry stood 30 feet below her.
Shimada-san, before the policy, bring me today's guest denial log, every name, every reason.
Those records are internal. They aren't for...
The general manager didn't wait. He rushed to his office, returning with a leather-bound log, his handkerchief already soaked. Sota opened the book. 2 entries had been scratched out with black marker, but the words were still legible. Arisato, Ren, 3:14 p.m. denied, safety concern. Mori, Akiko, 3:22 p.m. denied, disturbance policy.
A boy in a wheelchair and a mother with her child. Who authorized these?
He's going to tear everything apart. I have to stop this.
Shimada-san, find these 2. Bring them here without delay.
Yuriko's sneer crumbled into something else. Her hand, once pointing, now hung limp at her side. Sota's eyes didn't leave the log. The weight of the chandelier above seemed to press down on the marble.
The wheelchair was a safety risk. Our policy forbids wheelchairs in the lobby during events. And the mother was letting her baby cry. Our other guests complained about the disturbance.
Sota wrote without raising his eyes. Each word Yuriko spoke only etched deeper into his notepad.
I was merely following protocol. That's the hotel's standing order. Ask anyone. They'll confirm.
Shimada opened his mouth, then shut it. The handkerchief was soaked through.
Is that the official dress code you used to deny them? Or one you made up on the spot?
He's not letting this go. I've built a cage of my own rules and he's locking me inside.
He folded the notes and slid them into his pocket, the motion deliberate. The click of the pen sounded like a gavel. Yuriko's breath came in short, sharp gasps. Her composed mask had finally cracked.
We will hear from the guests themselves. Then we'll decide what standard procedure actually means.
The lobby doors swung open once more. A security officer guided in two weary strangers, a boy in a wheelchair and a mother clutching her infant. The boy's hoodie was rumpled, his face still holding the shame of being turned away. The woman's sundress was wrinkled, her eyes red. Yuriko's face drained of color. Her lips pressed into a thin line as she recognized them.
Thank you for coming. I know this day has been heavy. Please, tell me exactly what happened.
She said I was a fire hazard. I just wanted to use the restroom.
I was told this was an adults-only property. My baby was hungry, and she made us stand outside.
Neither looked at Yuriko, but everyone else did. The silence was suffocating.
You are not hazards. You are not disturbances. This hotel failed you today, and I will make it right.
They're repeating my own words. There's no escape now.
The chandelier's glow no longer seemed elegant. It was a glaring spotlight on every face in the marble hall.
She's the one. That same uniform. That same look. She told me I was a safety risk.
She blocked the entrance. I pleaded, but she said the hotel was adults only.
Their words recreated the scenes exactly. Yuriko's arm across the door, her chin lifted in disdain. And the young mother, shifting her baby, forced to stand outside while the chandelier glittered mockingly behind the glass.
These accusations are absurd. I was only enforcing hotel policy. You can't take the word of...
Soda didn't look up. The steady scratch of his pen was the only sound, and Yuriko's protest died in her throat.
You've said enough, Miss Saeki. Your words are already part of the record.
He's not even hearing me. I'm already condemned.
Shimada mopped his brow. The sweat told everyone what his voice could not. Above, Mio had crept closer to the mezzanine edge. Sota's measured voice carried up through the hushed lobby.
He sounds so ethical, so controlled. The man I fell for. But who is he really?
Her fingers trembled over the screen, pulling up the Kuroki Holdings corporate page. The board listed his father, his grandfather, and Sota as director. She remembered the ramen shop where he'd laughed without a tie, the library where they'd reached for the same novel.
2 years of being a normal couple. Was I just his escape from a gilded cage?
The Kuroki estate sprawling, silent, a fortress of old money. And he'd chosen a one-room apartment with a broken heater over that. Below, Sota's hand rested briefly on the maroon folder, and for a single breath, his calm mask slipped into something weary.
I swore I'd never be fooled by wealth again. But is he fooling me? Or is he trapped too? I need to hear his side. But not here, not in this circus. I'll wait until we're alone.
Straightening her burgundy dress, she wiped the corner of her eye. She would not be a weeping witness.
Tonight, the hotel's finest suite is yours, and a full apology will follow in writing.
Ren's tired eyes widened. Akiko clutched her baby tighter, a sob catching in her throat.
An audit. He'll see every altered log, every lie. I can't let this happen.
Starting tomorrow, an independent audit will review every denial under your authority and all security footage from today.
Young master, please? May I have a word in private? There are circumstances you don't understand.
Anything you wish to say, you can say in front of the guests you turned away.
Her heels struck the marble like gunshots. She shouldered past Shimada and vanished into the back corridor. Shimada's handkerchief trembled. He looked from the retreating figure to Sota's impassive face.
Please, let the staff show you to your rooms. You've waited long enough.
Behind the office door, Yuriko schemed. But in the lobby, 2 guests were finally being welcomed.
You've fudged reports before, Shimada. Help me bury this, or I'll drag you to the bottom with me.
Yuriko, this is madness. I can't obstruct the young master's audit.
He's a Kuroki. People like you and me are nothing to him. If we don't protect each other, we're finished.
The folder of petty infractions sat on Shimada's desk, errors he'd buried years ago. Sweat dripped onto the leather. Mio's thumb pressed send. Her message shot down to Soda's phone. Come to the restaurant now. In the private dining room, she waited. The champagne was untouched. Her hands were folded on the white linen. Soda entered, his maroon folder still in hand. He set it aside and took the chair across from her.
We need to talk about everything.
The candle flame wavered. 2 years of trust hung in the silence between them.
Don't cry. Not yet. I need the truth first. Who are you really? The man who laughs over ramen, or the heir who owns this hotel?
Soda's hand tightened on the table's edge. The direct questions stripped away every pretense.
My family name. It's a chain I've been trying to break since I was 18. I didn't choose it.
You could have told me. 2 years, Soda. Why hide this from me?
He remembered the estate, empty halls, servants who never looked him in the eye, a childhood of gold and silence.
That world is a cage of expectations. I wanted to build something real with you without the weight of my family's name.
He pulled out his phone, the screen showing a photo from their first summer festival. 2 people, no titles.
That's the man I loved. But I don't know if he's real.
I hated that name. I still do. That's why I never told you. I wanted to be just Soda.
The candle flame wavered. The truth had carved its first foothold, but the chasm between them still gaped wide.
Before you, I dated a man like you from one of those families. He called it duty, but it was just cold possession. I was a trophy. When his family found out I wasn't from their world, I was discarded like last season's fashion.
The diamond ring she'd once been given glinted coldly, a memory she'd tried to bury.
I swore I'd never fall for that again. I swore I'd never be fooled by wealth. Then I met you. You made me believe you were different. But now I wonder if I was just lying to myself.
I am different. This money, it's a cage I never wanted. You know, the real me, not the Kuroki name.
He reached across the table, his hand stopping just short of hers. An invitation, not a demand.
His hand is steady. No ring, no pretense. But can I trust that?
2 hands on a white linen table, inches apart. The chasm was still there, but the candle no longer wavered. Before her heart could decide, the dining room door swung open. Yuriko stood in the frame, her uniform askew, eyes wild.
Miss Tanabe, you need to know the truth about this man before you waste any more of your life.
You've already done enough damage. What could you possibly tell me that I don't already suspect?
The Kuroki family didn't just buy this hotel. They buy influence, silence, people. That folder in his hand, it's a weapon.
You've twisted policy into persecution. Don't lecture her on the meaning of my name.
He hid everything for 2 years. He's no different from the man who broke your heart. They all hide behind their money.
She's echoing my own fears. Exactly the words I've been screaming inside.
I hid the name, not the man. And the man in front of you has never lied about his heart.
Get out. Your words don't get to poison this. I'll decide what I believe, not you.
The door closed. Yuriko's echo remained, but Mio didn't draw her hand away. She just stared at the space where trust had once been certain.
I'm still scared. Every instinct says run, but I can't ignore the man who just defended me against his own hotel's venom.
I'll prove I'm not them. From now on, every Kuroki move through me will be transparent. No more secrets.
This time, his hand closed gently over hers. Not a claim, but a promise.
Then let's face the night together. But I need time to heal. No rings, no grand gestures, just us.
In the manager's office, Shimada's shaking hand hovered over the phone. The folder of his own sins lay open.
Don't call him. He'll destroy us both. I'll make sure your career ends in disgrace.
My disgrace is already written. I'd rather confess than sink deeper with you.
The truth is catching up. Shimada's call will either bury Yuriko or expose my family's rot. Either way, I won't hide.
Soda's phone vibrated. Shimada's name lit the screen. He raised it for Mio to see.
The next chapter starts now. Whatever happens, I'm your Soda first. Will you stay?
I stay. Whatever comes, we face it together.
Soda pressed the speaker button. Shimada's trembling voice filled the small room.
Young master, I must confess. Yuriko is blackmailing me. She has a file of old falsified reports from my early years. She threatened to expose me unless I helped bury the audit. I was weak, but I can't let her destroy the hotel.
You've done the right thing, Shimada. This will be investigated fairly. No one is above scrutiny, including me.
In the manager's office, Yuriko's face drained of color as Shimada's call ended. Her scheme had crumbled in one conversation.
You weak fool. Now we're both finished.
Soda ended the call. The silence between them was no longer heavy. It was charged with purpose.
Now you've heard the worst of my world. Manipulation, cover-ups, old sins. Are you still willing to stay?
I'm not here for a perfect world. I'm here for you. Let's finish this.
Soda stood, offering his hand. Mio took it without hesitation. The private dining room felt smaller, the air sharper. They walked back into the marble lobby. The chandelier still hung like a silent judge. Staff whispered near the concierge desk.
You think you've won? I have copies of everything. If I go down, your family's secrets go public.
Then they'll be exposed in a controlled investigation, not your blackmail. Security, please escort Miss Saeki to the conference room.
Don't touch me. I'll walk on my own. But remember, Kuroki, your father's hands aren't clean either.
She's baiting you. Don't let her shift the spotlight. Your integrity is not your father's.
Shimada approached, still blotting sweat, a thick file under his arm. The original denial logs and security footage backed up his words.
Tomorrow morning, the board reviews this. Full transparency. Shimada, you'll testify to everything. No more shadows.
He's really going to put his own family under the microscope. This isn't revenge. This is building something new.
The night wasn't over. Somewhere above, the anniversary dinner sat cold. But a new vow had already been made, stronger than any reservation. Morning light filtered through the suite windows. Soda hadn't slept. His maroon folder lay open on the coffee table, next to 2 untouched cups of tea.
It's almost time. Are you ready for what happens, no matter who gets hurt?
My father's already called 3 times. He'll disown me if I expose the family. But the truth isn't his to bury.
His phone vibrated again. The screen read, "Father." Soda didn't hesitate. He pressed answer and put it on speaker.
If you go through with this, you are no longer my son. The board will bury you, and your little commoner will be left with nothing. I never wanted your empire, Father. I'm cleaning it, and Mio is not your concern.
I didn't sign up for a gilded cage. If he walks away, we'll build our own life.
The board meeting starts in 20 minutes. I'm submitting everything. Shimada will testify, the hotel will change, or it will burn.
They walked out into the marble hallway. Staff parted like water. The conference room's double doors loomed ahead, guarded by silence. Mio squeezed his hand once. No words were needed. The heir who hated his name was about to rewrite its meaning. The conference room was silent. 3 shadowy board members faced Yuriko, who stood rigid, her gold name pin already removed. Shimada sat to the side, his hands clasped.
I submit evidence of systemic discrimination, falsified logs, and attempted blackmail. The hotel's reputation cannot be rebuilt until it's torn down to honest foundation.
The board's deliberation lasted 2 hours. When the doors reopened, a single document was placed before Yuriko. Disciplinary action, suspension pending full review.
This is a witch hunt. You'll regret this when the Kuroki family's secrets come out.
I've already submitted my own records. My early mistakes are part of this review. I'll accept whatever consequences come.
An hour later, a new sign was mounted beneath the chandelier. "We welcome all guests." Beside it, a plaque, instituted by Sota Kuroki. Ren and Akiko were escorted in again, this time as honored guests. Ren's wheelchair rolled seamlessly across the marble, and Akiko's baby cooed under the warm light.
This hotel will never again judge a person by appearance or status. That is my promise, not as a Kuroki, but as Sota.
You did it. Not for revenge, but for everyone. This is the man I fell for. I never stopped loving him.
And there, under the chandelier that had witnessed her sneer, Mio kissed Sota. The heel of the concierge who once sneered could never reach the sky she had built beneath that very light. Yuriko's suspension was effective immediately. Security escorted her to the staff exit, a cardboard box of personal items in her arms.
It's over. Everything I built, gone.
Outside, a gray drizzle had begun. The same revolving door she once guarded now spat her out onto the wet pavement.
That's the cost of cruelty. I didn't enjoy it.
But you did what was right. The hotel is already breathing easier.
Inside, a new concierge, a cheerful woman, was already at the desk, handing a key to a family with a service dog. Sota's phone chimed, a message from his father. "You are no longer a Kuroki. All assets frozen."
He thinks he's punishing me, but I've never been more free.
Then let's be free together. No titles, no estates, just us.
They walked out of the hotel, not as an heir and his companion, but as two people who had chosen each other over every inheritance.
Thank you, Mr. Sota. I won't forget this.
Shimada watched them leave, then turned to the plaque beneath the chandelier. His early errors would be judged, but today he'd chosen truth. Across the city, Yuriko stood at a bus stop, an umbrella sagging under the rain. Her smartphone glowed with a job listing. Dishwasher, no experience required. Sota and Mio sat in a quiet cafe, a world away from gold chandeliers. His suit jacket was gone, sleeves rolled up.
This is more like it. Ramen next time?
The ramen shop where we first talked all night. It's still my favorite.
She reached across the table, her fingers finding his. No maroon folder stood between them now.
You know, you never actually proposed.
Then let me ask now, Mio, will you build a life with a disowned ex-heir who only wants to be by your side?
Their intertwined fingers, bare of any ring, held a promise stronger than any family fortune.
Yes, I've been yours since the ramen shop. Titles never mattered to me.
That afternoon, no announcements were made, but in a quiet civil ceremony weeks later, two simple silver bands exchanged hands. Mio's ring was not a diamond, but a silver band with a tiny sapphire, the color of the ramen shop's Norin curtain. Their home remained a modest apartment. The only Kuroki remnant was the maroon folder, now holding their marriage certificate. Months later, in a steam-filled commercial kitchen, Yuriko scrubbed dishes. Her uniform bore no gold name pin. She saw the news on her phone. Aoyama Crest Hotel now ranked #1 in guest satisfaction. Beneath the headline, a photo of Sota and Mio at the ribbon cutting.
I judged him by a wrinkled suit, but his worth was never in the suit.
Sota and Mio never looked back. The hotel stood as a testament to dignity, and the heir who gave up his name found something far greater. Two hands, two plain silver rings, one life built from scratch. No inherited name could ever be worth more. The concierge who once sneered had long since disappeared, but the sky she'd built beneath that chandelier would welcome everyone forever. A year later, the Aoyama Crest was named Tokyo's most welcoming luxury hotel. Guests of every background filled the lobby. Sota and Mio, now simply the Kuroki couple, visited on their anniversary. No folder, no pretense, just two quiet smiles. Beneath the chandelier, the plaque still gleamed. "We welcome all guests," instituted by Sota Kuroki. The name on the deed had long since been stripped away. Yet this humble inscription meant more than any inheritance. Across town, Yuriko wiped down a cafe counter. She'd found small dignity in honest work, her sneer a distant memory. A faded article on the community board showed the hotel's award. She didn't look away anymore. Soda and Mio's home still smelled like ramen and ink. The maroon folder now held their children's drawings. Her silver band caught the winter light. His matching one rested on the same coffee table from years ago. The Aoyama crest still glittered on the Tokyo skyline, but its truest light came from the welcome it now offered everyone.
We lost a name, but we found each other. I'd make the same choice 1,000 times.